Okay, we're recording. You guys can take it off of mute if you want to. Because it's for everybody. What page is everybody on? Jess said she's on chapter 7.
I think I am too.
And then if it's easier, we can use the little chat thing too. But let me know what you guys have highlighted so far. I like the stories at the end of each chapter about how people put it into action. And I thought it was cool that his mom was a secret millionaire.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Mom, you know, Fergie.
I think my most favorite one of those chapters was probably chapter 3, and when they talked about the 2 frogs in the pail and how so many times you see people just give up and drown instead of this frog kept swimming around, and then all of a sudden it's a little butter. He churned some butter and jumped out. And it just makes me think about our business and how people give up right before the magic happens. Like, if they were to keep sharing, people would probably love to see that consistency, and some people are just waiting to see that consistency before sending a message or asking for more information. A lot of people, I think, wait to see. That's what I did. I waited 4 months to see if Heather and Holly would give up like everything else that I had given up in 2 months, 3 months. But they were still sharing after 4 months, so I was like, well, might as well try it. I did. But what are some of your highlights there?
I didn't hear you.
I like in chapter 4. It was too long to highlight, but I made marks where it was talking about what if you start reading 10 pages of a book a day rather than those 15 to 20 minute gaps of like TV, how much time we're actually spending on TV.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And one thing I've been trying to work on is
I'm like 2 weeks behind all of my recorded shows.
yeah.
That was like, just hearing that again, it's like, yeah, you know, if I think about it, I'm behind 2 weeks on my shows because I've been doing a lot more reading and a lot more work, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, I like that.
Yeah. My thing is, after returning messages and that, my goal is to comment on our team members' posts, and I end up just like scrolling Facebook, and I'm like, I could be doing something way more productive. Like, so now I'm trying to make it to where I'll go comment on our friends' stuff. If I see people posting Plexus stuff, I'll try to comment, but then make it a point to put my phone down and go do laundry or go ride my horse every day. And I've just noticed since I started reading this book, like, it makes me more intentional. And then I'm not sure if you guys got to the part where it says, instead of writing down what you want to do for the day, at the end of the day, write down what you did that day. And then by the 3rd day, you're really not going to want to look at yourself in the mirror after writing down, I scrolled Facebook for 3 hours today instead of this, or this. So I really liked that. But what about you?
I like that.
Or Kim? Go ahead.
Yeah, chapter 5, the slow down to go fast.
Yeah, my favorite.
Yeah. That's kind of right where God has me for some time now, which means, you know, a little more focus on being in the moment. But I really like that, just bite-sized things going down.
I do too. Because it's definitely not a race to be won. It's, I think it's just a legacy to be made and a business to have for a long time. At least that's my prayer and my hope, that I don't just work this until diamond and then say, okay, I'm done. You know, I've been praying about that and thinking about that, like, God, why are we not diamond yet? Like, but then I'm like, okay, if I go diamond, then what? Of course I would want to re-enter and do it all over again, but why do we rush to get to that point instead of just doing our little things every day that lead to the bigger things? I don't know. It really gets me thinking about the longevity of everything.
Yeah. Right.
How about you, Kim or Danelle or Andrea?
Like I posted yesterday in chapter 6, that we only have today, and we can't be regretting what we didn't do yesterday or wishing, hoping what we can do tomorrow, but just have today and act on today. And like you were saying, it's all intentional. You have to, with everything in our life, it has to be intentional. Our marriages, any relationship with our kids, with our friends, just intentional.
Yeah, totally. And it's such a relationship business too, but like you said, it's helping in so many other areas. Like, it's helping me finally get back on my horse. And I was telling myself, like, oh, you're not good enough to train him the right way, or you're going to screw him up. He's such a good horse. You're going to screw him up. So it's not only lies that we tell ourselves in our Plexus business. I feel like it's lies that we tell ourselves every day just to give me an excuse not to do it. And like, oh, I'm not going to go diamond for another year, so why do anything different? Just keep, let the team do it. Or, it's just so easy to say those things instead of just doing it every day.
Right. And I also, in chapter, I don't know what number it is, but The Secret of Happiness, chapter 7, the concept of a gratitude journal. And this person had given a gratitude journal to his wife after writing stuff about her for a year. He gave it to her. I'm going to actually do that. And I thought that was an excellent thing to help you focus on positive things. If you're writing down stuff, he talked about how your brain has to actually re-experience the experience.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps you practice to be happy instead of practicing or, focusing on the negative things that you didn't do, or the negative things that my husband did, or in our businesses. So it's just a habit to get into, to focus on the positive.
Yeah. Kate and the cows are here. I started doing the 3 things a day in the gratitude journal, and after I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, you kind of have to think a little bit deeper rather than just, I'm thankful for Josh, Kaylee, and Landon, and then the next day I'm thankful for my business and my team and this. And you actually have to sit there and think about all of the things we are grateful for. And then if I turn the pages back, I'm like, well, I can still come up with three new things every day. And it does help our outlook, I think, on everything. And I love how much this book talks about positivity and how big of a difference it makes when you're positive instead of negative, and how it resonates in your business and your team. Like, I mean, I've always considered myself a pretty positive person, but it's hard when you have to deal with, negative people. And I just like that, I don't know, I'm just learning that it's not my fault that people are negative. But one of the other things that I just remembered from page 82, it said, have you ever noticed that when you read stories about the lottery winners, they are hardly ever bank presidents, successful entrepreneurs, or corporate executives, because they're not taking the shortcut of playing the lottery. They're working hard towards a long-term goal. So I liked that too.
I like too, on chapter 6, where it says, hoping for the big break, the breakthrough, the magic bullet is not only futile, it's dangerous because it keeps you from the actions you need to create the results you want. And Kate's video that she did for Plexus randomly popped up in my Facebook feed, but it's like so true. It's like, quit waiting for that rock star. Be your own rock star. Do the work. And so like reading the book and then opening up, it's like perfect timing because she talked all about that too. So I really like that.
Yeah, I love that too. Like if we're just doing our little things every day, we are definitely going to be our own rock star, and then we'll be able to be a leader that can teach that to other people. And I just feel like it's all coming together. As far as my goal was to not overwhelm people, I feel like a lot of us were getting overwhelmed with things to do every month, or message this many people, do this IPA, join this group. And I just really love the fact that it breaks it down, and doing the little things is what brings the big things. So I feel like it came at the perfect time, for me at least. And then I just saw this quote. It says, the difficult is what takes a little time, and the impossible is what takes a little longer. And I think that so much of that is true with our business, and it's not impossible at all. It's just doing it for long enough to see the rewards.
Yeah.
For the work to pay off. But what else sticks out? How about the secret to back to the secret of happiness?
Yeah, be happy, and the reason will appear. Happiness doesn't come at the end, it comes first.
Mm-hmm.
Success is not happiness. Happiness is the key to success.
Yep. And I love how it's backed up by all this research about happy people have fewer strokes and heart attacks. They have less pain and inflammation. And people say Plexus people are always so happy. But I feel like that has, it says they have greater immune function and more resistance to viruses. And I just feel like it's speaking like directly to us. I know this book is great for everyone, but I just feel like Plexus, it just validates that we are in the right company, and that every single person be happier with less inflammation and resistance to viruses. It's good. Kate said, I love the grateful list. I've been doing that every single day, and it's great. When you sit down and think of everything you're grateful for, we have so much to be happy about. Yes, focusing on the positive. What do you guys think about that 95% versus 5%? That's huge.
Yeah, it is.
But I feel like it's true. Like the more you look around, and that's another thing it says you're most like the 5 closest people to you. And so I've been making it a point to try to surround myself, and God's helping me do that, because I feel like He's blessed us with friends that do have goals, things that we do, and I love hanging out with those kind of people. And then if I were to hang out with another group of people who, you know, might choose other ways of hanging out and complaining and gossiping, and that's the direction you would go if you hang out with, you know, it's just a matter of where you choose to put yourself. But 95% is a lot of people. And so it is a lot harder to be, I guess, a part of the 5%. Maybe not harder, just like he says, doing it is not hard, but it's just as easy not to do it, I guess. So how are you guys applying it to your businesses since reading it?
For me, kind of like what you were saying, just trying not to be overwhelmed with all the different things that I should be doing or could be doing, but just by taking one bite at a time, one step at a time.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
celebrating when I get it done. Being satisfied.
Yeah. What's that quote about eating an elephant? One bite at a time. How about you, Andrea? You're being awfully quiet. Kate says, messaging people, going back to the basics, staying off Facebook groups unless needed, no scrolling, reading every day, thinking of positives, working with those who really want it, and not letting the naysayers get us down, and being vulnerable. Oh, Andrea's microphone's not working. That's why she's being so quiet. That makes sense. Feel free to type your takeaways, Andrea. Love to hear them. But yeah, I've been messaging my 10 a day, and I do get the no's. And I've just been sending a message back that says, no worries at all. If you know anyone that suffers from autoimmune disorders, IBS, celiac, or just want to get healthy, would you mind sending them my way? And most of them write back, sure. And I say, thank you. So I'm trying super hard not to, I mean, if you have a heart, that obviously will get to you. But this book really has helped me do that, because a lot of these people I haven't reached out to, and we're obviously Facebook friends for a reason. So it feels good to at least reach out. Andrea says, I like how he says the successful people fail forward. I fail every day, so it's uplifting that I can still get to success. Yes. A lot of people, I think that's why there's 95%, because no one likes to fail at all, I don't think. But those that keep going forward after tend to have the success that the others don't. So, you guys have anything else you want to add? Otherwise, we will keep doing our 10 pages a day. And I'm excited because he has a list of books at the end. Obviously, he mentions a few quite a bit, but I'll be ordering some of those after this one. Nothing else? Thank you guys for jumping on. I'm glad we're doing this together. And give yourself 10 points for Arizona. So I love you guys. And if you think of anything else, just put it in our group page. And we'll meet back here next week, if that works. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you.